Hey, everyone, welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the latest and most jaw-dropping celebrity news and entertainment stories. Today, we're taking you right into the middle of an explosive courtroom drama that left everyone in shock. P. Diddy, one of the most iconic figures in the hip-hop world, has found himself at the center of a major legal battle, and the stakes couldn't be higher. In a stunning turn of events, Diddy sparked a massive fight in court as a grand jury passed its final verdict on a case that could change the course of his career forever. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for all the details. Now, before we jump into all the wild moments that went down in court, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. You don't want to miss any of our updates as this story continues to unfold. We've got a lot to cover, so let's get started. To truly understand what led to this explosive moment, we need to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. P. Diddy, also known as Sean Combs, has long been a dominant force in the music industry. From his early days working with Biggie Smalls to building his multi-million-dollar empire, Diddy's influence on hip-hop culture is undeniable. But with great power comes great responsibility and controversy. Over the years, Diddy has faced numerous legal battles, some of which have raised questions about his business practices, personal life, and the way he operates his empire. This particular case, however, is unlike anything we've seen before. It started several years ago with allegations of financial misconduct related to Diddy's record label and some of his business ventures. According to sources close to the case, there have been long-standing whispers in the industry about certain deals and contracts that may not have been on the up and up. It all came to a head when new evidence was brought forward, forcing a grand jury to take a closer look at the situation. And as you might expect, things got heated very quickly. Diddy has always been a fighter, both in his career and personal life, and this court case was no exception. From the very beginning, Diddy and his legal team vowed to fight the charges, claiming that the accusations were part of a larger scheme to bring him down. But as the case progressed, it became clear that this was not going to be an easy battle. As the case moved forward, the tension both inside and outside the courtroom started to build. Diddy remained relatively quiet in public, choosing not to address the allegations directly, but his fans were vocal. Social media was flooded with comments from supporters who believed Diddy was being targeted unfairly. On the other side, critics and industry insiders began to speculate about what this case could mean for the music mogul's empire. The trial itself was full of twists and turns. Several key witnesses took the stand, some of whom were former associates of Diddy, while others were industry experts who gave their opinions on the financial dealings at the heart of the case. One of the most explosive moments came when a former executive from Diddy's label made shocking claims about money being funneled through shell companies and secret accounts. This testimony was a major turning point, and many believed it was the nail in the coffin for Diddy's defense. Throughout all of this, Diddy remained outwardly calm, showing up to court in designer suits and dark sunglasses, maintaining an air of confidence. But as the grand jury deliberated, even Diddy couldn't hide the fact that the pressure was mounting. Finally, after weeks of testimony, speculation, and behind-the-scenes drama, the day of the verdict arrived. The courtroom was packed with reporters, legal experts, and curious onlookers, all eager to see how this would play out. Diddy's team appeared confident, though visibly tense, as they prepared for the final moments of what had been a grueling case. The grand jury had spent hours deliberating, going over the evidence and arguments presented throughout the trial. By the time they returned with their decision, the atmosphere in the courtroom was electric. Everyone knew that whatever the verdict was, it would send shockwaves through the music industry. As the judge began reading the verdict, the room was completely silent. And then it happened, the verdict was not in Diddy's favor. In a split second, the calm exterior Diddy had maintained throughout the trial shattered. Witnesses in the courtroom reported that as soon as the judge finished speaking, Diddy stood up and shouted in frustration. His outburst shocked everyone, and before anyone could react, the situation spiraled out of control. What happened next was pure chaos. According to eyewitnesses, Diddy's anger escalated quickly. He began shouting at the judge and members of the opposing legal team, accusing them of corruption and bias. Security immediately rushed in, but the situation continued to deteriorate. Lawyers on both sides were trying to de-escalate the situation, but things only got worse as emotions flared. Some reports suggest that Diddy tried to approach the opposing legal team, and it's unclear whether a physical altercation was about to break out or if it was just a heated argument. Either way, the courtroom descended into madness as chairs were knocked over, documents were scattered across the floor, and security struggled to regain control of the situation. The fight became so intense that the judge was forced to clear the courtroom. Diddy was escorted out by security, still visibly enraged, while the rest of the attendees were left in stunned silence, trying to make sense of what had just happened. So, what does this all mean for Diddy moving forward? While the details of the verdict are still being analyzed, one thing is clear: this could have major repercussions for his career, both in music and business. The case has already damaged his reputation, and now that the final verdict has been passed, it's likely that Diddy will face significant financial and legal consequences. Some industry insiders are speculating that Diddy's empire could take a massive hit. His record label, which has been home to some of the biggest names in hip-hop, could be forced to restructure or even shut down certain operations. Diddy's other business ventures, including his clothing line and liquor brands, might also face challenges as investors and partners reconsider their relationships with him. But perhaps even more devastating than the financial fallout is the potential impact on Diddy's public image. For decades, Diddy has been seen as a cool, collected, and highly successful entrepreneur. This courtroom meltdown, however, could tarnish that image in a way that may be difficult to recover from. As news of the courtroom fight spread, the public reaction was swift and divided. Social media lit up with reactions from fans, critics, and celebrities alike. Some of Diddy's loyal supporters took to Twitter and Instagram to express their outrage, defending him and claiming that the verdict was part of a larger conspiracy. Hashtags like #FreeDiddy and #JusticeForDiddy began trending as his fanbase rallied behind him. On the other hand, critics were quick to condemn Diddy's behavior. Many pointed out that his outburst in court was a clear sign that he was losing control, and some even suggested that it was an indication of deeper issues within his empire. Memes and viral videos of the courtroom fight started circulating online, adding fuel to the fire and making the situation even more public. Celebrities were also quick to weigh in on the situation. Some of Diddy's close friends in the industry, like Jay-Z and Kanye West, have reportedly reached out to show their support, while others have chosen to distance themselves from the drama. It's clear that this case is not only impacting Diddy's life but also sending shockwaves through the entire hip-hop community. Beyond Diddy's personal and professional fallout, this case raises some important questions about the music industry as a whole. For years, there have been whispers of shady business dealings, exploitation, and financial mismanagement within the industry. Diddy's case may have just blown the lid off some of those issues, forcing the industry to confront some uncomfortable truths. Will this case lead to more scrutiny of other high-profile figures in the music world? Could we see more legal battles emerge as a result? And how will the industry move forward in the wake of this scandal? These are all questions that remain unanswered, but one thing is certain: this case has shaken the foundations of the music business in a way that will have lasting consequences. In the wake of this explosive verdict and courtroom brawl, all eyes are on P. Diddy. How he responds to this situation in the coming weeks and months could determine the future of his career. Will he be able to bounce back, rebuild his empire, and restore his reputation? Or could this be the beginning of the end for one of the most powerful figures in hip-hop? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure: this story is far from over. We'll be keeping a close eye on all the latest developments, and you can be sure we'll bring you all the updates as they happen. So, if you want to stay informed and get all the insider details, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. We'll be following this saga closely, and you won't want to miss a single twist or turn. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time with more breaking news from the world of entertainment.